A young Singapore-based preschool teacher went on a holiday to China and never came home. She died after a suspected venomous snake bite, and now serious questions are being raised about medical delays and whether her death could have been avoided. 27-year-old Miss Fu had been walking back to her hotel in Sanya with her boyfriend late at night on the 2nd of June. They were just 300 meters away from the hotel when something suddenly struck her foot from the bushes. Her boyfriend, holding a flashlight, didn't see any animal nearby, but he spotted 2 small puncture marks on her toe. He suspected a snake bite immediately and carried her back to the hotel before rushing her by car to the nearest hospital. On the way to Sanya Central Hospital, Miss Fu's condition worsened. She started feeling dizzy, nauseous, and even vomited along the roadside. Her right leg turned numb, and she became semi-conscious. The drive took about 50 minutes, an incredibly long wait in what could have been a race against time. She finally arrived at the emergency department at around 1:05 a.m. However, here's where things get really tragic. Although her boyfriend suspected a snake bite, her case wasn't treated as an emergency. The doctor noticed the 2 small marks on her toe, but there was no swelling or redness. She also had a recent history of throat inflammation, so doctors treated her as just a general animal bite case. They gave her fluids and kept her under observation. But 2 hours later, at 3:24 a.m., her condition suddenly took a turn for the worse. Doctors finally suspected a venomous snake bite and moved her to the resuscitation room. She was then rushed to the People's Liberation Army 425 hospital at around 4:30 a.m., where she was given anti-venom and life support. But by then, it was too late. Her heart stopped within 30 minutes. Despite efforts to revive her, Miss Fu was pronounced dead at 7:20 a.m., more than 4 hours after the suspected bite. Her death has now triggered a formal investigation. The Sanya Health Commission confirmed that both hospitals' records have been sealed, and a panel of provincial experts is reviewing the case. CCTV footage, interviews, and medical notes are all being analyzed to find out what went wrong. Authorities are also speaking with the family about a possible autopsy to confirm the cause of death. But Miss Fu's family is not staying silent. Her cousin, Mr. Lee, took to social media to share his anger and heartbreak. He accused Sanya Central Hospital of not responding urgently, even after being told she might have been bitten by a snake. He claimed they treated her symptoms like a regular sickness, giving her nausea medication and saline instead of activating emergency protocols. This, he said, led to a deadly 4-hour delay. Even at the second hospital, the family claims Miss Fu was directed to a ward instead of the emergency unit. When her boyfriend got there, it was overcrowded and understaffed. Only 2 nurses were on duty and no doctor in sight. Her family believes this lack of immediate care was the final blow. Miss Fu wasn't just a victim. She was also a dreamer. She grew up in a single-parent home in China and had supported herself since secondary school. She was fiercely independent, worked hard to qualify as a preschool teacher, and moved to Singapore 2 years ago to pursue a better life. She was planning to continue her studies at postgraduate level. Her cousin said she handled everything in the family, big or small. She had a bright future ahead of her. And now she's gone. This heartbreaking story raises difficult but important questions. In tourist hotspots like Sanya, where venomous snakes are a known risk, are hospitals equipped to act fast enough? Should anti-venom be more readily available in emergency departments? Could clearer communication between patients, loved ones, and doctors have saved a life? What do you think? Was this a tragic accident or a case of medical failure? If you find this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.